Hi, it's Nikki and Steve here, next to the woodland. We're in a garden right now and we have this incredibly beautiful apple tree. She gives apples the size of Bramleys, so for those who don't know Bramleys, it's a huge cooking apple, but they're also edible. They're really massive. And the thing is, she drops a lot of apples, gives a lot of apples. I think I've probably picked up over 1,000 apples at least. And so we've had to find ways this year to rethink of how to harvest the apples. And so we've got two contraptions. One that I will show you in a minute, in a bit. I'm going to show you Steve first of all, that he's found a way to harvest the apples at the top of the tree without going on a ladder. And just to show you right now, this is probably about the 4th barrel load this morning. That's not full yet. I said 4 full barrel loads. They're all the rotten ones. These are ones that are pretty much okay. Some can be saved and some I'll be making apple cider vinegar with. And then we have a load that Steve's been harvesting, which is all the good apples that we're going to keep. And the way to keep apples, apparently, and I know I've known people do it as well, is wrapping each apple in newspaper and store them in a dark place. So that's what we're doing with those. And here we have Steve over here with this wonderful contraption that he's made. Careful I don't get an apple on my head.
You might. It's a really awkward one there, but I want to get it done. Right, just to show you how it works. It goes and then just pull it off.
So Steve will explain in a minute what is actually made.
That was good.
So what's at the end of this bamboo?
Right, it's just is it a 2 or 3 litre bottle?
A big bottle.
Yeah. So I drilled a hole through the cap to push onto the bamboo and then just taped it up. It needs to be able to move a little bit, I think, because you're trying to wiggle it through branches. But then just cut a hole. This is probably the biggest apple we've got. We'll fit across there, 5 to 6 inches. And that's it. And then you either push it up or pull it down.
So if you imagine if this is an apple on a tree,
yeah,
if that's actually hanging, and then that'll actually unlock it.
Or pull it down. Either way,
yeah,
it works. And you can, if you're quite clever, just use it to do that. I'll show you on these. So that's
brilliant.
That's that.
So such an easy contraption, saves a lot of money trying to buy apple things that cost silly money. Make your own.
And the rotten ones tend to fall off before you can get them, so as that one did, look. You get the bugs and whatever get into them, and yeah, they soon go brown and yucky.
They do.
And you've got to time it right to get them.
Beautiful, lovely red ones up there as well.
Yeah,
I mean, this is what we're up against. It's so high.
And then when you're up high, all the little branches get in your way, and you go, right, so no. I want that one, and I've got that one.
And got free one with it.
Yeah. Some fall, but if you let the grass grow long underneath, I'm going to pretend it's deliberate, let the grass grow long, and it does cushion the fall, and so you don't get too much bruising.
No.
You obviously get some.
I mean, just if you imagine it, I mean, especially around this area, it was completely covered. It was just a whole carpet of apples. And then around here a bit less, but that's what I've been doing this morning.
Yeah. And it's getting these top ones that they're often the best ones, because they've got almost sown and whatever. But they're not always easy. That one I can see is rotten. I want it down anyway, so I don't care if it just falls off. Comme ça. See, there's got a big brown bit in it. Now I should be able to get to it next one.
I mean, it's it with the apples as well, with anything that falls, because obviously you have one bad apple in the crop and it just sends a whole lot off. So I should be going through and sorting these out, and as I said, making a huge batch of apple cider vinegar.
And hopefully an apple crumble.
Yeah, oh, there'll be definitely apple crumble in there. Yeah. I might also be pureeing some of it and then saving that, obviously preserving it.
That's how we deal with it.
So yeah.
And if you leave them up there and wait for them to fall, you'll either get bruised apples or infected ones with hornets eat into them and all sorts of other things. So you end up losing most of the crop, and I've done that in some years because they're just so hard to deal with this amount.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I've said that we have 500 to 1,000 apples.
Oh, it's easily been 1,000 this year, easily.
It's been ridiculous. I mean, how many barrow loads have you taken up there? Rotten
well, I think I'm probably on my 6th barrow load.
Yeah.
And so
and another barrow load there.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying before.
Yeah.
And so the rotten apples I'm actually taking right up into the top of the woodland, so that animals can feed off them and they can just rot on their own.
And a lot of these smaller ones, I think what I'll do is just leave them there.
Yeah, mature a bit.
See what happens, see if they can mature. A lot of them won't. But I'm just going around trying to pick the best ones and take it from there.
And there we have it.
Do you want to show that?
Yep.
On that one, just these low ones, but look. So there's the hole. So if you put the hole over both of those apples, in theory, I'll try one. Right, it's not going to work that way, so I'll push it. That might get them. I'll get the other one in. And they both fell. Never work with animals. And these are the low ones. It's probably the angle, so I can't pull down.
Yeah, there we go. And that's it. Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, and then shall I hand the camera over to you and I'll show you the contraption that I've had?
Yeah. Right. So where are you going?
I'm going to go over there. I'm just going to get my contraption. So this is something that we just happened to fall upon. We went to somebody's house and they had one of these outside. And we said, what's that? And they said, well, it's for picking walnuts, but you can also do apples with it. I thought, oh, that's a good idea. And it's a real little, proper little kiddies game, this is. It's absolutely brilliant. If I just come across...
where are you going, over there?
Yeah. So, you just roll it over the apple.
It's not going to work now, you know that.
And it just picks up the apples.
There you go.
And you can get some really big ones in here. I mean,
yeah.
So that is, you know, for the two of us have had bad backs in the process and in the past, you know, it's a real back saver.
Yeah.
And you can pick up loads and the rotten ones as well. So
yeah,
if there's hornets around,
yeah,
you can
exactly
the apples
that.
with it and just warn the hornets, and you know, you're not risking anything.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So we're having a real good party out here with the apples right now.
Yeah.
And then just to get them out, I'll show you here, so I'll pick them up again anyway. But you just prise them open and then just drop them out like that. And then just sometimes
brilliant.
Just put these back together.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, excellent stuff.
Well, and you can obviously apples, walnuts, obviously
hazelnuts, anything, yeah. Anything small around.
Yeah.
Except peaches. I don't think peaches would like it much.
No. So that's it, you know, two really good ways of you know, getting your apples. And I said that once you've had them, once you've picked them, to wrap them in newspaper, put them in a dark place. Best things aren't those wooden crate things that you get the fruit in the markets with, and just store them.
Excellent.
Well, there we go.
Now, it looks like we've got a little apple. Do you think that's an apple tree there? Or is that a cherry?
It might, probably more like a cherry, this one.
Yeah. Ah, well, that's that one there.
We've got an elderberry growing.
Nice elderberry, yeah.
they keep chopping back, but they always like to grow back.
Indeed. But yes, there you go.
There you go, have it.
Excellent.
Wonderful. So I'm going to take it back from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've. How many barrow loads do you say you've cleared?
About 6 so far.
And there's at least another 2 there.
Yeah, well, the ones in here, these baskets, these are the ones that have sorted. They're pretty much okay. They're not perfect, but they, you know, some can be ready used.
So, yeah, the problem is that a lot of them are just, they've got one hole or one little bad patch. So, yeah, you can use half to 3/4 of it, no problem.
Yeah.
And where there's such big apples, that's worth doing because it's, you know,
Exactly.
the bit that you use is more than a normal apple size anyway. There's got mostly small ones on there now to deal with, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get quite a few.
If you see that it's an old apple tree, and it's probably, I don't know if we don't know the actual type of apple.
No, I don't know if you can find out.
No, I don't know.
I'd say it's heritage, but who knows?
Yeah, she's such an old tree.
Yeah, she is. But there you have it.
There we go. So we'll love you and leave you and carry on doing with the apples.
Yep.
And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
Look forward to the crumble.
Yeah.